first audio asset, and then the next one I don't think has any.
Oh, good. You got the Wendy's tabletop. That's a good one. I was going to bring that one up too.
Shouldn't have any dialogue at all. They have a good commercial.
Do they?
Yeah.
They got to rival the Colonel Sanders thing. That was my tie-in connection.
All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3.
We are the Coinboys. How's it going, everybody? I am, of course, Danny Gutierrez at dgutierrez84 on Twitter, and next to me
I'm lovely Aaron, aka Sanity, at Sanity Crypto on the Twitter sphere and the IGs and stuff.
And you could be noticing that there's somebody missing, but I think she's with us.
But I'm taking the lovely spot right now.
Take the lovely spot. But
that's right.
Ree, she's not feeling too well today. She's a little under the weather, but hey.
There's a thing going around.
I know. The thing's going around.
And I feel like I'm fighting off the thing. So
you stay away.
No kissing.
I'm not going to pull a Sam Darnold. So basically, we love you, Ree. Hopefully you get better, and we'll see you next week. But, of course, behind the ones and twos, we have Mr. Sam Proof.
Hey, whoa, I gotta adjust my camera, of course. I always forget myself.
I wanted to throw him off.
Yeah, good times.
Thank you for being there, sir.
Thank you for having me, of course. I'm like still adjusting like a million things.
Yeah, somebody messed up all of his equipment.
Somebody came in and just
destroyed everything. Yeah.
No. Thanks. Hey, Evan over in the chat room, thanks. I'm adjusting volumes. I thought we had everything set, but apparently... No, not really. No, I'm sorry.
What's up, Evan? How you doing?
How's it going, everybody?
Your mic's a little low, apparently.
Sorry, I will increase.
Yes, and I'm going to continue retweeting the Mobcrush retweet.
But everybody, say what's up on the chat. We're on the chat. Say hi. We can follow us at Coinboys Podcast on the Twitter, on the Instagram, and you can email us, the Coinboys.
But who uses email? Just tweet us. But we have it.
Takes too long. But we are, of course, powered by Mobcrush. So thank you, Mobcrush, for providing this lovely, lovely space.
We get the area. Oh, I get to elbow their microphone when I talk. Yeah, it's good times. So.
You're very tired, almost going to bed?
Evan, I assume you were in the European area, or not in the U.S., I would assume.
Yeah, he's in Holland.
Oh, Holland.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Evan. We're going to play Mortal Kombat 11 in a little bit, very mediocrely.
No.
With extreme mediocrity.
I'm decent at figuring things out when it comes out to Mortal Kombat.
That's true. He's going to be a pro gamer one day. We're going to get those thumbs to make him rich.
If you guys have any exercises that I'm supposed to do,
thumb push-ups.
Just thumb push-ups?
Thumb push-ups, yeah.
The one finger push-ups. Be the Bruce Lee of gaming. But thank you all for joining us. It is Monday. Hopefully your Monday was either good, starting out good.
Mondays suck, bro, but it's okay. It's all right.
I actually had to go somewhere this morning. Like, I actually had to go on the road. And in LA, if you guys don't understand, LA has some of the worst traffic ever in the history of stuff.
It's pretty effing terrible, yeah.
And so I went somewhere and it took me 1 hour when it normally takes me about 15 minutes to get there.
I live 2.8 miles from my regular work, and was it like 2 weeks ago? It took me like 35 minutes to get to work.
Forget it.
Yeah. It's
have you considered walking at that point? Like, when do you consider just
walking takes me 45 minutes to an hour?
Oh, okay, then forget
it. I know.
Yeah,
depending on my hustle.
I'm in a mixed bag. I'm out in the valley and I come into Santa Monica, and on like a good day, it's a 45-minute drive, and on a bad day, it's a 2-hour and 45-minute drive.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
There's literally 2 routes to get here, and that's it. Mm-hmm. So if one of them has like some kind of closure, everyone has to go the other way.
Yeah, one of those mountain streets has like a tree branch that falls or an accident, and everybody suffers.
It's Halloween, so by the end of the month, I will tell you the terrors of the 405.
405 is notorious, like globally notorious for being a POS.
The 405 and the 101 are considered to be the most dangerous interchange in the world. It's considered the most dangerous interchange.
How dangerous can it be when you're going 2 miles an hour?
It's deadly, apparently. Well, because, I don't know, it's deadly. But anyways, avoid LA, guys.
I welcome our self-driving overlords when we're not going to have to drive.
I'm so on with that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait.
When the cars are safer than humans, and I've heard that's about 5 to 10 years away. Like I said before, I don't think my daughter's going to have to get a driver's license in 15, 16 years.
That's exactly where I was going with that.
I
was like, we have 12 years. No. Yeah.
12 years.
14 years until my daughter and or friends will be allowed to drive on the streets please perfect these cars.
Yes. True.
And it's not that I don't trust my daughter. I don't trust everyone else.
Yeah,
seriously.
100%. Yeah.
Guys, don't drive in LA if you can avoid it. But you can't avoid it. We have no public transportation.
It sucks.
We have bus stops, but people just stand there and chill.
That's why I miss Tokyo. Tokyo had the most functional public transportation I have ever seen. And clean. Functional and clean. It's insane. I know. It's utopian, honestly. So
someday.
Yeah.
It's the dream, guys. But how was your weekend, Sanity?
It was good. Good weekend. I got more Borderlands 3 in. I'm still grinding my way through my second playthrough when Vault Hunter mode, when you unlock that. Got to unlock Mayhem mode. I got busted out the VR, been playing some Beat Saber. I put on the weight vest, a 30-pound weight vest.
No, okay. Have you
Getting buff from video games is my dream.
Can you analyze how well that is as an exercise? I mean, you exercise more regularly than other people that I know.
Yeah, I've got the Apple Watch, and so I think it's a little off because I'll play for like 45 minutes and it's like, or 30 minutes, and it's like you burn 500 calories. I'm like, that seems a little high. Now, mind you, I'm sweating, because you move, and I even have little wrist weights that I sometimes put on, but there's so much quick movement. I feel like I'm gonna jack up my shoulder if I wear the wrist weights.
Got it.
But I'm still having to do like you have to like lunge left and right. Like, oh god, the one is it What Is Love by Hathaway. Is great because it has these walls that come at you, so it's like it makes you go whoa whoa whoa. So it makes you go right, left, bottom left, right, left, bottom right, bottom left.
Could the measurement be off because you're shaking the watch so much?
It's getting it measures movement and heart rate and then consistency of the movement. So they have their own little algorithm that decides, oh, your heart rate has gone to this level for this long, and we're sensing this much movement, so we think you're doing some extremely intensive workout stuff. So I don't know. I would like to check it out sometime and get really evaluated how much workout is my Beat Saber actually getting me. But I do sweat.
I'm certain you do. I remember as a kid, when I was in high school, DDR had just came out, and there were people who were losing a ton of weight just doing DDR.
Dance Revolution. My wife's Filipino, so she was all about that.
Oh my gosh.
The Filipinos love the DDR.
That's everybody.
Yeah,
but it was a phenomenon to itself.
Well, that's why I want to get you your VR thing because I know you got the boxing game primed and ready to go. You just need to get your VR running. So it's.
Everybody's giving us driving tips for how to get in LA. 30-inch rims, yeah. Listen, trucks.
Evan knows how to drive over cars.
This weekend, I went to a place where there were no roads, and it wasn't going back. It was like going back in time, actually.
Were you with Doc roads. Brown or?
No, it was go Doc. No, it was like going back in time because there were no roads and very little plumbing. So, welcome to Mexico. I went there over the weekend for a food festival, and I got to see.
Oh, cool! What food festival?
I don't even know what it was called. It was there's a place called Valle de Guadalupe, which is apparently Mexican wine country that I wasn't aware of. Lots of beautiful wineries, lots of delicious food, and but you don't even know it's there.
That's crazy.
You're driving
kind of low
through
pro,
these dirt roads, and you're just like, oh my god.
I feel like you're gonna accidentally run into like a cartel grow up, and then you're like, oh great,
like,
now they're chopping my fingers off.
This isn't the winery.
No,
it's
the
weedery.
I know.
But
I think those are coca leaves and opium poppies.
Is it red or white for torture?
It was white because white is torturous. I am very sophisticated now thanks to this past weekend.
Yeah.
But you just don't know what's there. It's all dirt. Like bad dirt roads that you're jumping on every.
That's got to be like going back a couple hundred years or something like that. Just being like, this is where you'd bust your wagon wheel on or something.
But people who had the legit trucks with the giant rims on.
Oh yeah. Aren't those all the cartel dudes? They got those sick old trucks and everything.
They were having fun with it.
Everybody's a cartel person in there to me. But if you got nice stuff, you're cartel.
Well, yeah, that's basically. But I went to the food festival. For those of you who are foodies, I'm a foodie. I loved it. For those of you out there who...
I hate the term foodie, but I'm a foodie.
I am. Basically, I met Wolfgang Puck over the weekend, and he was I was a fan of his since I was a kid, watching him teach me how to cook.
He does some effed up stuff to pizza, though, man.
Don't take the pizza. Stop.
No,
taking that pizza.
No, he's a renowned chef. Yeah, no.
It's a sacred food.
Yeah, seriously, you got.
It's the water. We're not gonna get back into that.
This again.
Exactly.
But I had a lot of really, really good food. I saw a really cool band called Osomatli. If you don't know who they are.
Oh yeah, Osomatli, old school. Hell yeah.
They performed.
That's freaking cool.
Right there, and we were like, I could touch them if I wanted to. It was really cool, but I didn't want to. Because they didn't know who I was.
Oh, Evan is French. Oui, oui. Holler. Yeah, we love food. Oh, this is what I always wondered. So
France?
I was going to say, like, I've been to, you ever been to the UK?
Yes.
England?
Yes.
The food is god-awful. And I'm sorry if anybody's listening right now from England. British food sucks. It's bland. It's weird. It's flavorless.
One dish we all love.
They're so close to France and so close to Italy and Spain. Why couldn't you just absorb more of that food? It's this like baked beans on toast.
You stole their land. You took away their culture. Just pop in some spices.
They even that's why I think they dominated India. They were like, hey, flavor, let's take this whole thing over.
But no, France.
Just a theory.
The milk, the dairy. I love you guys for your use of butter. Thank you. Thank you. I know that's why you guys came to the Coinboys. Butter talk.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I was going to say as well, I actually really dug into a game I've been playing. I actually wanted to ask people, like, is there a mobile game that you have held on to of quality for a long time? I've been playing Dragon Ball Legends for over a year. And I'm like, wow, I really like this game. And I log in almost every single day.
Mine is that I still have, and I can still play, and I'll launch it up because I loved it because it blatantly stole, and it was immediately taken off the market, and I'm like, wow, I have a rare game. Flappy Bird.
Oh yeah, people were selling old phones with Flappy Bird for like buku bucks back in the day.
I still got it, and I love it.
You can still play Flappy Bird all the time?
I can.
That's crazy. No, Dragon Ball Legends, it's simple, swipe, tap, all that stuff to control your Dragon Ball characters and everything. And it's just, they keep having events, and I don't have to spend any money on it. If you just put in some time and do this and that and log in every day, you get to have a lot of fun with it. It's freaking fantastic. So, and Super Mario Kart. Oh yeah,
is that a mobile?
The mobile Mario Kart just dropped. That's a new one. They had something like 90 million downloads in their first week or something like that. Which I think blasted their last one out of the water.
Nintendo dropped the ball by not making it like a Pokemon Go where you have to use like
the augmented reality. People like walking into the street and be like running,
throwing turtles at old people on the street.
I agree, Evan. It's actually really well made. I was like, how are they gonna mess this up? I'm a fan of Mario Kart, but they did really well with it. My biggest problem is that you have to, if you want to unlock 200cc races and get all this like gold status stuff, it's a $5 a month subscription. You know what else is a $5 a month subscription? All of Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
The entire 100 games that you can play with a controller. And I'm not faulting the game. I just think the mechanics, like the paywall mechanics, are there.
I didn't put this in the block news, which we'll be getting to shortly. But there was a kid somebody just spent $65K on a game because it was one of those things where you got to buy this loot box, you got to buy that loot box, you got to buy this.
That's what prompted the conversation about loot boxes being banned. Because it was some guy dropped 10 G's or something, like trying to get this one rare item, and he didn't get it, and it created this whole thing where they have to at least show the stats of, like, you know, what's your chance of getting it. It's like, oh, you want this sword, it might be a 0.0001%. So people are going to know, okay, even if I drop 10 G's, that I may not have an ability to even get this.
That's
so
ridiculous. Just give. I say after.
Level 9. Good job, Evan.
$500? Just give us everything.
If you're going to get $500 for, what is Z Warfare, Sam?
I have no clue. Do you know what Z Warfare, Sam, is?
Oh yeah, that was my mobile app that's been on my phone for probably about a year.
Yeah.
It's a tactical, like they say tactical strategy game, but it's really just like you create this small team of survivors in a zombie apocalypse, and you get like.
If it's got Z in the title, it better have zombies.
Yeah, if it's a zombie game, I've looked at it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Are you a zombie guy?
Oh, I love zombies.
Oh, zombies are the best.
I used to do a podcast about it.
Is that why you chose like the Rob Zombie look?
No, that's unrelated. This is because if I wanted long hair, my other option was a Kramer look, and I did not want that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I love your stylistic choice.
Yeah, I'll play any zombie game, and I love Dead Rising. Those are great games. Even the first one, they got sued. They tried to get, George Romero's company tried to sue them because you start off in a mall and you're killing zombies in a mall, and they're like, too close. Too close. We're suing you. They lost.
Pretty dead on, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. They should have won.
And Evan is level 9 without paying. Good, Evan. Don't give him your money.
Nobody paid.
That is not okay.
Stop paying. No paying. I'm right there with you.
And Skyforce for two. Damn. Yeah, so that's what I was like, some of these mobile games are really quality. It's just, I've told all my Dragon Ball Z friends about this mobile game, and they're like, oh, cool. I'm like, you downloaded it? No. So I have no friends on DB Legends. No friends, but I don't really need it.
Computer?
Yeah, you can do PvP, or you just go through the story missions, or then they have their event missions and all this stuff. There's a shit ton to do. Oh yeah, plenty to do. Yeah. And you can only friend battle. That's the only thing your friends do. You don't send each other things or anything like that. You can just go friendly battle with friends. I destroy you. So, but yeah.
Another thing that I did over the weekend, and I'm upset that I was in Mexico for Saturday, because had I known somebody was doing this, I would have done this on Saturday instead. But on Friday night, I saw The Joker.
What'd you think?
Awesome movie.
Really? Okay, I'm getting mixed signals. Some people either hated it or loved it.
Here's the thing: if you're a Batman fan, like you always are going to be critical of it, basically. But it's not any of the origin stories that you're used to as a Batman fan. And
well, no, because they're humanizing the Joker. This is like a first time.
They humanize the crap out of him, so you kind of start feeling bad for the guy, and you're not supposed to really.
Well, that's how villains become good. When you feel like you can understand where a villain's coming from, that's when I feel like you can get invested in their story. But they always made him chaotic evil throughout all the years and decades.
Evil just because. But anyways, it was a great film.
He just wants to watch the world burn.
I survived. Nothing happened to me. But apparently Joaquin Phoenix went to the theater that I normally go to.
Oh, really?
On Saturday, saying what's up to people. Just
He's a weird dude.
I love you.
I know.
I love you, man, for being so cool.
Didn't enjoy his rap career little jaunt that he did.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed his and Brian Austin Green's and Shaq's and Deion Sanders, and there's so many people that I love that. No, if you think you can rap, try. Please.
You know what?
I'll be dropping my album about 2 weeks.
Find Sam Proof on SoundCloud. He probably is at Sam Proof on SoundCloud.
Yeah. Well, we have here, Sam. What did you do over the weekend, sir?
So it was actually my wife's 40th birthday this weekend. I'd probably get divorced now because I said that out loud.
Yeah, no, basically,
well, hopefully she doesn't watch our stream.
27th birthday, sorry.
27 is good age.
13th anniversary of her 27th birthday.
Yeah, exactly. So we did like a full day. We went out to breakfast, and then we went to this thing called the Golden West Fair that's put on by Church of the Chimes, where my kids go to preschool or have gone to preschool, which my wife also is a sub at. And then we went out and ate way too much at Soup Plantation for dinner.
Oh, Soup Plantation.
I made
the old scarf and barf.
I made such a horrible mistake of like, all the stuff I really want is at the end of that first thing. Yeah, it's all like the beans and the corn.
You go too hard at the beginning. That's where they get you.
So I got like almost a full plate already, and so by the time I got to that, I was like, oh, "Crap! Now I need to like double up on stuff." And my plate was literally like,
like a Vegas
giant,
buffet.
like cartoonish
For
thing.
our friends in Europe, the Soup Plantation is all you can eat. You pay, you go in,
right.
you fill up your plate. You can keep going back as many times as you want.
And it's almost entirely vegetable.
Yeah, it's a lot of salad.
Yeah, it's especially the beginning part.
Yeah, it's salad. It's literally salad and soup and bread.
See, I make myself a bacon salad when I go to there.
No, you have some lettuce on some bacon.
Yeah,
you have a plate of bacon with some lettuce.
That's all I do.
Yeah, and then I proceeded to like eat all of that in like a determined effort because I was like, well, I got it all, so I got.
Well, don't waste.
That's a very American thinking. That's like, I
can't waste it.
This.
You gotta, yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Gotta do it.
But then we wrapped up the night with some friends came over and we played. I have an asset, a Betrayal at the House on the Hill, which is
sounds spooky.
I may have talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
It is, yes. It is a tile-based map system.
Oh,
where
cool! I like those.
Exploring a haunted house. So you're going and finding new rooms and putting them down as you play. And if you ever saw that Joss Whedon movie. That plays on sort of that haunted house trope of like...
Oh, the Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods. It's
very
similar to that, where at some point somebody enters some room and finds an item and that triggers a haunt. And there are like
that's kind of cool.
50 plus haunts. So it's a different game every time you play. And at that moment, somebody in the party, because up until then it's been cooperative, you're all exploring together, somebody becomes like possessed or changed or, like something happens and they become a traitor.
I love it.
Yeah.
Which was me this time, and I controlled the reflections,
wow.
Which was a weird thing, and I sucked at it, apparently. I did not destroy the group. They actually won. It was very cool. It's always a good time.
That sounds like a fun party game, though.
That sounds a great weekend.
Yeah,
I hope your wife liked it because you enjoyed it.
She did. Oh, the big side note was that our friend stopped at Porto's and got a cheesecake.
Oh,
and
Porto's.
We found out that they make a really good cheesecake.
Cuban bakery that is legendary.
On Netflix, there's Hulu. Both of them, there's some sort of food documentary on both of them that talk about the greatness of Porto's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they are opening one up right next to where I live.
Oh, nice.
Snap.
That's awesome.
That's like winning the lottery, you guys.
Do you have a favorite Porto's food?
Simple, the potato balls.
The potato balls.
Oh, my gosh.
They have the potato balls with some meat inside. Oh, they are.
That's a Brazilian dish, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know, but like for those of you, it's basically a croquette.
Yeah.
with meat inside. I don't know if croquettes supposed to have meat, but man,
Well, they can do whatever they want. They can call it whatever
I
you
don't
want.
care.
It's just amazing. It's
you
delicious.
wrap potatoes and
Yeah.
meat and fry it. I'm gonna say yes.
They have good empanadas
100%
there
of the
too.
time. Oh, they
Do
have
that? I don't think
empanadas?
we've ever had the empanadas.
They're
It's
good.
good. Yeah.
Because we always
Not
get the
mind
chicken
blowing.
croquettes and the,
The
and the
croquettes.
potato balls.
Croquettes are mind blowing.
Because
Yeah.
I believe that Portos is Salvadorian, or
I thought it was Cuban.
Cuban, yeah.
Cuban. One
I
of the
think
two.
it's
It's like
Cuban.
it's not. So
But I think
for
they just
me,
makes it from
empanadas
everywhere.
are like
Yeah.
a treat.
Yeah, that's so
because I
funny.
get mostly tamales.
Evan, I am sorry you had a sucky weekend. That's live vicariously through Sam's weekend.
Seriously, I'm living through his weekend too.
But
Although
yeah,
I had a lot of good food.
Yeah.
But when you cross back on the border, guys, when you're coming from Mexico to the U.S., it's awful. It's like
Oh.
No.
an 8-hour wait just to come in. With
Oh
your car.
man,
It's the
yeah.
worst. I
Ugh.
drove. But that has been our weekend. Ree, we hope you had a good weekend too.
Yeah, well, she did. She should have had a good weekend, and then
Follow
she
her
woke
at
up
Reanimator.
sick. Yes, Reanimator on all the platforms.
Excellent. Well, guys, let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about today, so let's go straight into block news. I keep on looking at this camera, by the way, guys. I apologize.
Oh, because I'm always working both
used to
cameras.
this.
I fear change. I'm not in my
Yeah.
usual place.
We are
all good.
focused, straight ahead, dead on shot. Let's do this.
Uh,
So first off, on our list today, give me one moment, Sam. So basically, Libra, Facebook's
Facebook's
cryptocurrency. We've been telling you stay away from it. You haven't had a chance to touch it yet. That's great.
Because unless you're putting down $10 million to run a node
Yeah.
and be one of the
And
the
PayPal
auditing
just
people.
announced that they are pulling out. And so we went to the streets to see what the people felt about this with PayPal pulling out of Libra. Sam, what did they feel? I knew it. They all loved it. Everybody was happy. Everybody was cheering. Good for you, PayPal. I hate you too.
It's true. PayPal is definitely hateable, but yeah, I think Facebook trying to become the World Bank is
A bad idea.
terrible idea.
Awful
Because
idea.
nobody gets to. I mean, like we get to vote on who the World Bank is already, but it's like I definitely don't want Zuckerberg to be the damn World Bank.
Did you already say over the past week though? He did say that nobody should have $1 billion. Having $1 billion is too much money.
Oh,
He said that himself.
well. Okay, well, how do the people in
that's where you-
Hawaii feel that you're buying out all this farmland to build some like 18-acre mega location? Oh, God.
Sam, if I gave you $1 billion, what would you do with that bill?
Oh my god.
How many soup plantation trips would you take?
Yeah, pretty.
He would just buy Soup Plantation.
I couldn't even answer that. I'd need some planning time and
give me a
like some
moment.
thought bubbles.
I went
and, like,
through what it in kind of in my head. I was like, okay, let's get $100 million mega yacht that has like a helicopter on it. I priced out having a helicopter, how much it costs to run that thing, and it basically I was like, in my lifetime, I still couldn't really figure out how to spend $1 billion. And I'm like,
right, it's like Brewster's Billions now.
I don't know how
Bruce,
people
I
figure
know.
out Bruce. By the way, for those of you who don't know what Libra is, because
Yeah,
so cryptocurrency, we love cryptocurrency. We talk about it a lot, but we
Buy Bitcoin, by the way.
For the most part, we tell you to stay away from it, except for Bitcoin, except for Ethereum, in my opinion. But Libra was going to be Facebook's cryptocurrency, and still is trying to be that cryptocurrency for everybody to use.
they packaged
It's
it
just
as
very
philanthropy.
awful. Yeah.
They were like, oh, well, there are these people who, their currency gets devalued in their country. If they own Libra, it's more stable. So when their currency devalues, they end up having more money. And it's like, okay, but nobody
It's an
asked you to do
awful
this.
idea
And not
because
to
one
mention,
person runs it.
I don't think people in Uganda are on Facebook. That's all I'm saying. I don't think they have all this access to a lot of the technology that it requires to have cryptocurrency. I mean, there's plenty of ways you can buy it offline and keep it offline, or buy it and then keep it offline. But yeah, it's
Blockchain technology will rule the world. By
Yes,
the way, next
blockchain's
week I
most
will be
important.
doing a conference. I think it's next week. I think next week's the 15th or 16th. I will be speaking on a panel for blockchain games.
Yeah, I go on my
Blockchain and
rants
gaming.
about blockchain and games, but Libra is just basically it's a digital currency they wanted to create out of thin air. But they having people, if you wanted to support it, having it be a decentralized-ish but controlled by a central entity, you had to put in $10 million, and then you'd control a node, which helps keep the currency running. So PayPal had originally dedicated $10 million to this, and now they're like, nah.
I gotta stop. Hold on. What's What's the name? What's the username?
Phantom Rogue.
Phantom
Yeah,
Rogue.
Phantom
You're triggering people.
You know what? Bring it. Bring it on. I would absolutely buy Jeff Garcia. I would buy all of Jeff
would
Garcia's
just buy
actual
Jeff
jerseys
Garcia.
too.
He would hire
Right
Jeff
here.
Garcia
He would
to be
to
his
hang
pool
around.
boy.
That's right.
That's right.
Bring it. We're winning tonight. I need this win badly.
I just saw you get visibly triggered. That was.
Okay, I will go. Bring it.
Oh. Cue my waterboy.gif.
Bring it.
My mama said.
Mama said. They have a toothache. I forgot the alligator thing was why they were all mad.
Oh,
Anyways, Jeff Garcia, yeah, bring it on. And I'm glad that you knew what it was. Congrats. Closet Niners fan. But all right, guys. Next on the list, I'm definitely excited for.
I'm wondering if Sam's gonna get this one.
Wendy. I don't know if this counts, but I guess it does count. Wendy's has officially made a tabletop game.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons style Wendy's.
You're seeing the commercial
game.
now, but it's not that. The commercial is definitely a very beautiful, overblown kind of situation for it. But
yeah,
what you do is you download it. It's 100 pages, and it's basically, according to what I've been reading, a simplified version of D&D. And they call it a tabletop game. Sam, would you consider that to be?
It's like a pen and paper game, I guess, more than it is a.
I don't know what the definitions between tabletop and other.
But that's
games.
tabletop RPG.
Yeah, I mean, there's crossover when you're talking tabletop. Tabletop's
Like
like
the tile
the
games.
general terminology for either a board game or a role-playing pen and paper game.
Yeah, like
kind of thing.
Warhammer was a
Definitely,
the
yeah.
hexagon move thing, but like then Dungeons and Dragons, you
Yeah.
just have a sheet with your character stats,
Yeah,
and then
although a
you
lot
talk
of
it
people
through.
play D&D with miniatures and maps and stuff as well.
Oh, they have some
literally
great,
have a physical or even a digital version.
I was going to
now.
say they have Roll20.net,
Yeah,
which is like basically Google. It works with Google Hangouts, and it has overlays where you can lay in different stuff and stats and die rolls. Little die will actually come out and roll on the screen and everything. So it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. But they went all out. They 100 pages. That's a lot of rules. And that's not even the amount. Apparently, that's not the amount of rules that are in D&D. There's a lot more, but that's a study. That's something I gotta do.
This has to be a clapback to the "I Love You, Colonel Sanders" Japanese dating sim game that
Which
came
is
out a little while
great.
ago.
Okay, so listen. Okay, tell me.
Haven't played it.
Listen, we had Avoid the Noid back in the day.
Oh, the
We had
Yo Noid
Spot.
game. Oh, it's so good. A cool spot on the
Spot.
Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the 7-Up?
Right, no, I
Spot?
remember you guys talking about it though.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds familiar.
And then we have the KFC one. KFC also did one where you were doing a the life of Colonel Sanders as well. KFC's come out with a few of them.
Where's my Popeyes thing? I guess there's probably a lot of like licenses that
Yeah,
you
they
probably
have
can't
an
use.
issue. It's like, wait a second, why am I playing chicken? Where's the sailor?
Right.
And then Wendy's is coming out with one. I know back in the day, Burger King used to give out Xbox games.
Oh, I actually got that in one of my lots when I've been buying it. Like it was 50 games for $50, and I was like, all right. It was like a mix of PS3 and Xbox 360, and I have Sneak King, which is the Burger King thing where it's a stealth game to sneak around, and then I have the whatever Burger King kart racing game. So I got a few of those, and they're not really appreciating in value. I'll just have you know that. I was like, maybe these are worth some. Oh no.
Really? You
Yeah.
checked? I would assume that some of it would be worth something.
I thought that they'd have
Yes.
some novelty. I have my old McDonald's toys from like the 80s, from the early
Well,
80s.
those appreciated value.
I would thought they would have appreciated more. I had a lot of like 30 pieces that I was like $25, and it didn't sell. So I was like $20,
Oh,
and somebody
man.
bought for $20, and I was like, get out of here.
Do you have the full? It was. I know
The Transformers
okay.
McDonald's, yeah,
Oh my gosh,
had the full set of that. Sold that one. So-
guys! When we were little, we used to take propaganda and just eat it all. Just-
Oh,
it
yeah.
was ours. It was
Wow, I
ours.
was really expecting you to say toys were better.
No.
And then no, you just
No, we're just eating the propaganda.
we were brainwashed so hard.
It was really bad. Not going to
I got caught up in the crossfire.
Great, now that song's in everyone's head.
Crossfire.
Yeah.
Oh god, it was so good.
Yeah, there's so many things, but yeah, we had a lot of really cool stuff when we were little, and they used to give it away for free. But I may play this game. They have one thing that it's called the Order of the Spicy Chicken.
The Order of the Spicy.
You have to where you get. I think you're immune from
Oh,
fire
'cause-
damage.
That's right. The
like that.
because it's the Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets made a comeback. That was like a big old
The
deal.
Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich is also Wendy's.
What's up, Indian homies?
I love you.
By the way.
Oh yeah, what's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining
Thanks for
us.
stopping by. So yeah,
by the
Wendy's
way,
is getting
if you
tabletop.
don't need 10 million to buy Bitcoin, but it would be nice if you had it. It would be really nice if you had that much.
Yeah.
I would
Buy
play
Bitcoin.
it. You want to play it?
A lot of rules. I will definitely
if
look
somebody
into
else
it.
out there can read the 100 pages for me and just kind of summarize.
Maybe Coinboys play Wendy's tabletop game.
At
We'll
some
see.
point.
I think Ree will freak
You in,
out.
Sam?
Yeah, I'm 100% in.
Yeah.
I literally like looked it up and I'm like, I wonder how I can turn this into something for the kitten cam.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about this for a long time, which
Yeah.
is like Kittens and Catacombs,
Mhm.
when it would literally be us playing D&D in the kitten room kind of thing, with like kittens walking across the map.
There's got to be a hazard. Like, if the kitten knocks over your
You actually move.
character,
Yeah,
you actually move and you take damage.
right. Yeah, let me see if I can't get Wendy's to jump on that train.
They're kittens, gaming, internet. Wendy's is on board. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
We got it.
What's
guys.
up, Chips Ahoy? How you doing, homie?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Listen,
good night,
we
Evan.
will sell out for a lot of things.
So Wendy's, if you'd like to have me eat delicious, fiery, spicy chicken nuggets live on the Coinboys,
If you would
And
like
just
to
let us
hook
know.
up an IV bag of your honey mustard sauce
to
to my veins, it will happen.
Oh Lord.
We
Yeah.
could actually create an interactive element for our viewers on Mixer so that when they trigger a button, like the honey mustard sauce drops in.
I
Yes.
would be diabetic in 13 minutes. That's exactly what happened.
Oh yeah.
All right, moving on. But if any of you have played it, by the way, let us know. I'd love to hear.
Yeah, I want to hear
your
some
reviews
feedback
that
on the
one.
Wendy's tabletop game. Gotta dive deep on that one.
What's up, everybody? So what's our next story, Sandy?
So this one is esports related. The team Echo Fox is mired up in some drama as one of the. And this is the thing. I don't know the history of all these esports teams. I know that they're badass, and Echo Fox cleaned up in some of the last fighting games tournament. There was Evo stuff like that. It was apparently pretty cool. But Rick Fox, the basketball player, was, I'm assuming, the founder. That's where Echo Fox, one of the founders, came
They
in.
had to bring in Fox. By the
Yeah.
way, your boy Chips Ahoy, what's up, man? How's it going? We will advertise for you.
I know, that's right. We like you, and I'm
And
glad
thank
you're
you for the
watching.
compliment, by the way.
Yeah, it's a new format we're trying. We used to be an audio podcast, much more cryptocurrency. Now we're into heavier video games. We're still going to tell you to buy. I'm going to tell you to buy Bitcoin.
I'm telling you that.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that too.
But
But
so,
yeah.
Rick Fox, I grew up here in LA. Rick Fox is huge
Yeah.
here, and first off, it was a cool shock to hear that he even jumped into esports so early on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
early on.
He saw this coming a mile away. It's if anybody was paying attention to Korea or even Japan, where it's like if you're really good at video games, you can make money and you can date actresses. And it's so
Yeah.
I think maybe Rick Fox saw that and he helped sponsor one of these early on, which is great. And he sponsored a very successful esports team, but he's now suing his two partners. For about 10 G's, 10 mils,
Gs?
10 mils. Sorry,
Would've paid the 10 Gs
many
in-
G's. No, $10 million. Because he thinks that they misused his name and they misappropriated a lot of the VC funds, the venture capitalist funds that came in for Echo Fox.
So why is he leaving though? Why did they kick him out? Do you know?
Oh, well, that's the whole thing. These two guys that came in, the one guy decided to give, with all the venture capitalist money that came in, he gave himself a $350,000 a year salary. And he also had a stipend to pay the $20,000 a month mortgage for his Beverly Hills home. So this guy's making well into six figures and getting his home basically paid for, his home mortgage just pretty much freaking paid for the whole time. So Rick Fox was a little pissed about that.
Yeah, I would be too.
And then I guess he also financially rewarded the other partner as well. And then they also created a system that said the major shareholders could vote out anybody, including original founding partners. So it came to some vote, and Rick Fox got voted out back in August, and he is officially out October 21st. So I can understand why he's a little pissed. A little bit.
Rick Fox, if you need somebody up and coming esports pro athlete, right here.
He
at
will not
Gutierrez
misappropriate your funds.
84, I will do it for $25 a week because I like the old 1920s pay style. That's why.
That's pretty funny. You gonna get paid every Friday?
Yeah, every Friday, just because that's
These
I
thumbs,
can't do
the future thumbs, the future ninja thumbs right
thumbs
there.
of steel.
I don't know. It's kind of messed up. It's, of course, the lawyers on the partner side are they're like, this is bullshit, whatever. It's not going to happen. But I don't know. It sounds pretty dirty. If Rick Fox had his name and probably a good amount of his money brought into this whole thing, and then they just kick him out, that's effed up, man.
May I recommend your next esports team name.
The Coinboys. Oh,
Echo Fox. Just repeatedly.
I shouldn't
4
have
times.
laughed at that.
And it was good.
Jesus
It was so good. Shut up. It was good.
Oh man. Ugh. Chips Ahoy is my new favorite person in
Dude,
chat right now.
Follow us at Coinboys Podcast. That's
Yeah.
great. We'll
Find us
say
on
what's
Twitter.
up,
Help
man.
share us around. We're just trying to expose, and Mobcrush is helping us. So
Thank you. Now we have our next one, which I'm really excited for. My mother is paralyzed, basically, so this is good news for me. What is the news?
ooh, this one was freaking cool. I just like how technology is going to move us forward, and a lot of times they get to focus on some of these things for people who are disabled. It started off with Elon Musk's neural lace, that he was saying, that people can control stuff with their brain. That's an extremely invasive procedure. It's literally tapping wires into your brain.
Yeah.
So now there's this is in Europe. I think it was at a university, and there's a French gentleman who's quadriplegic from the shoulders down. He's only got like minor movement in like one hand.
And this is going to be a great story, but I want to. Do you know why he's quadriplegic?
No, what was his reason?
He was at a nightclub and fell 15 meters.
15 meters? What effing nightclub is this?
I want to know which rager this was at, and he fell 15 meters and got
my-
his C4 and C5 discs. Boom, and so he's paralyzed basically from the neck down. 2 years ago.
That was
Or
not
3
lit.
years ago.
That was not a lit
that was
evening.
Awful.
So he's been working with this for 2 years, and they've now got a functioning test run of an exoskeleton that he controls with his brain. So
I would now like to answer the what I would do with $1 billion question.
Go for it, sir.
Yeah, this is what I would do, and then I would do
Exoskeletons.
so much crime.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, they're using it for disabled, and I'm like, this quadriplegic could F you up.
Yeah.
You think it's come along, like it's like a mech. Honestly, it's suspended from the ceiling, and there is a video for it. I don't know if we had the assets or not, but they're hanging from the ceiling because there's balance issues right now. They just wanted to see how it's less invasive. It's a lower invasiveness. So what they do is they implant these sensors in between your scalp and the skull. So not actually inside the brain, but it's enough where it can read your brain waves. And they had him start off with just like a computer program, just kind of like moving a character around. It was saying, go, stop, turn left, turn right, raise your arm, raise your left arm, raise your right leg, kick forward. And then they put him in this mech, this suit, exoskeleton.
Calling it
suit.
a mech.
I'm gonna call it a
Just
mech.
bringing
Yeah.
in the anime terms right off the bat.
How this is so close from a mech though. He controlled it with his brain, and it's pretty dang phenomenal. It's very, very, it's very new. So they're like they're not even patenting
Hold
it
on.
yet. Oh God, he's
Shots fired.
Already we're going with this.
Just
You're
triggered.
damn right he could play for the Niners. I would take him as my center and quarterback at the same time. Bring it.
That's so funny.
Anyways, but no, yeah. This my mother they did this for my mom. They had an outside cerebral sensor that she was trying to use her mind to control this ball and keep it above this line, and it was insane. And the progress
That's
obviously
crazy.
between now and then, she's got there's an exosuit possibility.
You can have your mom just.
Mom, she's like,
She's gonna get her
did
chunk
you
left?"
take out the trash? No.
Mom, you're a giant robot. You take out the.
I made a sandwich. Why do you love so hard?
Oh man, that's pretty funny.
The amount of things that's going to happen once this exosuit is fully up and running is insanity.
Yeah, it's cool, but there's something scary about this. It's like, yeah, we start with, the neural lace, you can control people that are quadriplegic or fully, basically trapped in their bodies can do stuff. And then I'm like, but what about the evil people? They're going to do bad stuff.
Yeah, like they had those self-driving cars that people could hack into and like take those over. Like,
Oh,
in those
yeah.
test runs.
I
It's
saw
like,
that on the remake of Child's Play. That's what they did.
Lawnmower
That's what
Man, bro.
Chucky
Right.
did. Lawnmower Man. Oh my God.
I know.
I'm-
And no, Chips Ahoy, I actually don't know what's going on with KSI versus Logan Paul.
I-
Logan Paul starts a lot of fights, so
I
I'm
think
sure
Logan
there's
Paul's
some
a
drama.
douche, though. If that's the one, if you want to go on record.
I think he's a complete douche. But
And his brother, I don't know if he's the older brother or younger brother.
Jake
but
Paul's the younger one.
Yeah, that guy's a bigger douche somehow. I don't know how that works.
yeah, definitely.
But my God, I feel so like
the douche is strong in the Paul
Why
family.
did Disney Channel had him on any of their shows? I have no clue. Disney Channel ABC needs to do some research.
Yeah,
All Disney
Logan
needs to do
Paul
some
and Jake Paul. It's vinegar and water and douche.
research. Yeah, giant douche. Exactly.
Big. Moving on.
So with that said, so kind of on the same lines, we're gonna go to the next story here. A scientist was able to implant memories into a bird's brain.
See, that's where I'm getting with that neural lace thing, is that they said that, like, oh, we could help PTSD victims by erasing the memory of whatever is haunting them. I'm like, you're talking about erasing people's memories right now. That could be abused in a billion different ways.
And we all saw Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind. And if you haven't, watch Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It tells you what happens. It tells you when you erase memories. It's crazy.
So they implanted memories into birds. So they basically had them. They used it to teach them things. Like, how did this function?
So they used a light sensory thing. So they basically flash lights into their brain and somehow taught them the song. By the longer the light was on, it was a longer note.
So they taught them a song with only lights.
With only lights.
Visual, not auditory. That's
so these
crazy.
particular birds are zebra.
Finches?
Something birds. They're not pigeons.
Finches.
Zebra finches. Yeah,
that's what it looked like.
Zebra.
I was like, zebra's not a
Sam.
bird.
I know some birds.
Sam,
he has an aviary.
you are a man of many talents that I'm unaware of.
That's
Look like a zebra finch. What?
So,
you can't pull that out your butt. And just
No,
not even
I know a
discuss it.
fair amount of nature. I had the animal encyclopedia growing up, so yeah, I probably have committed 300 animals to memory.
Do you have binoculars?
We do.
Do you go out on weekends?
No, I'm not a birder.
You're not a birder. You're just a foodie.
I'm just a foodie that eats birds.
I will eat the bird.
This
yes.
is delicious. Is this zebra finch? Fantastic. A little gamey, but
4 hours slow cooked, beautiful.
I know.
27 birds to make one sandwich. It's great.
It's too bad Evan left, because I always thought it was like really they actually raise pigeons in France to eat them.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I
like
raised pigeons
squab.
to race them when I was a little kid.
Really?
Yeah, well, it wasn't racing.
Fun
so
fact.
They'd come home. Anyways, you would come home and whichever pigeon came home first, I guess I'm not winning. It was a weird competition.
Dude.
But nonetheless,
Well, this is less invasive, but if lights can teach information.
Well, I started feeling sad as I was reading the story because I guess zebra finches, their fathers teach them songs when they're young, and I'm like tearing up a little bit because I love to sing with my daughter and all that stuff. And then they're like, but with this light system, we can eliminate the father. I'm like, you're going to eliminate me? You're going to take me away?
Now, the real question is, how small are these flashlights that the fathers have?
Yeah, you just
Tweet.
Focus.
How are you going to learn this song?
Oh,
We're
man.
going to learn the theme song to Law and Order.
Here's the memoirs.
It's just dun-dun.
Songs of My Father, starring Zebra Finch.
Next season, Cat Stevens.
Growing Up with a Flashlight by Young Zebra Finch.
Young Zebra Finch, is it a rapper now?
Yeah, it is. It comes out of Atlanta.
He's going to mumble?
We're going to be fighting Logan Paul in 3 weeks. So.
Oh, my goodness.
Zebra Finch,
I will watch
young
that.
Zebra Finch versus Logan Paul.
Right jab, left jab. The reason why they're doing this though is because this helps with speech problems, and so the idea being people who are autistic or who have other kind of speech impediments or problems, this could help bypass that and help to heal them and normalize their speech pattern a little bit.
Again, we're playing with people's memories.
How are we going to use this for evil is the question, I guess, is what you're thinking of.
Somebody goes to sleep, and inside their little sleep mask, you put in the perfect strobes that teaches them to murder and stab.
This is Men in Black with Total Recall.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where we're going.
That's right. So, yeah. Well,
Except in this version, Arnold sings a bunch of songs.
Hey, if the Men in Black
Take
thing
out
were
the
real,
papers and the trash. Oh, you don't get no spending cash.
if the Men in Black flasher thing was real, I would want it for myself.
Oh my god.
I would just be like, oh, I don't want to see this. Unsee. I would use it for good.
I would use it for whoever's
What am I
standing
holding?
I would use it for whoever's standing outside the bathroom after I use it. It's like, you don't know I was in there. Go in, buddy.
What do I think of flat Earth?
Your boy Chips Ahoy asked, what do we think of flat Earth? Fact or complete lie? And the truth is,
we're living on a giant marble hurling through space.
I was going to say
On the back of a turtle, on the back of 4 elephants.
That's what we're doing. There's a really good flat Earth documentary, by the way, on Netflix called The Curve. It's not The Trouble with the Curve, because that's a Clint Eastwood movie, so don't watch that one. But it's another one called has to do.
Did you watch this documentary?
I did, and it's amazing because they go into why people believe in flat Earth. They go in and here, just like most religions, nobody can agree on the origin.
I'm gonna go circle back to Occam's razor. The simplest answer is usually the best. It makes more sense that we observe everything else is round, so we're round. But it's like, oh no, they don't want to tell you that it's flat because they don't want you to think you're special. What the F does that mean? I don't know. I could get into it, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
That's a controversial question.
You know what they didn't explain to me though in this documentary by the flat, because they did their best by letting the flat earthers speak and try to explain themselves. They were all crazy and off, all of them. And one guy's a flat earther just to get a girl.
It's probably a great way to
main guy.
clean up on that crazy girl tale.
It's the main guy. Anyways, but they don't say what the benefit of us being a flat. Like, how does that? The fact that we know, what can we do if we can prove the Earth is flat? What can we do after that? What does that mean for us?
Right.
I know.
Why was this conspiracy created?
That's
like,
great.
what is the
Yeah. I mean, I don't care. I'm not going to go to space anytime soon, Elon Musk.
Yeah, like it would make more sense for to globally be accepted that it was a flat Earth, because the round Earth would prevent us from, if you believed in the round Earth, you would be able to get to like Australia, and they'd be like, no, that's where all the secrets are. If that map just ends, you can hide so much more stuff.
I would go to the edge. I'll do my best to get to the edge.
Right.
Well, that's what some people are trying to do, but apparently there's global military ships protecting the edged ice wall or something. So yeah,
Well,
it's
Anyway,
okay.
So is it more of like a cylindrical Earth?
It's a I believe
Yes.
more in a cubed Earth.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, flat earthers, you're dumb. Sorry. Did I lose everybody?
Burn. We just lost
Did I
our
lose
only
everyone?
flat Earth audience member.
Man.
I know.
All right, come back to me later. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for Block News, but I'm pretty sure most of you are on here looking for streamers who are playing games, and we love games, so let's get into Coinboys Play. Sanity, what are we playing today?
Well, there's a big old DLC dropping from Mortal Kombat, and since we don't have our other lovely co-host Reanimator with us, R.I.P. I hope you feel better, Re. So we are going to play a two-player. Yeah, rest peacefully.
But
No.
Sam, what's happening so something's happening tomorrow with Mortal Kombat, correct?
Yeah, the Terminator T800 DLC is dropping, and here at Mobcrush, we're going to be doing an MK all day stream.
MK all day.
Starting around noon and going till at least 6, if not longer. We're going to have a bunch of different people come through. RKVC is going to host, and we're going to, try and get all of the fatalities and show off all of the T800.
All the Terminator. I
And,
saw the one
all
preview
the other
one
stuff.
where
Yeah.
he shoots him in the knees and then
goes and
sends him
tracks-
back in
yeah,
time, and then the
Johnny
Terminator
Cage.
come and jacks him up
Yeah,
and
it's
everything.
really good.
Oh man.
But yeah, they're also dropping like a Cassie Quinn skin.
Oh.
So it's like it's a Harley Quinn skin for Cassie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
Cassie
awesome.
Quinn.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really, I forget that Warner Brothers, I think, owns this company. Is putting a lot of
Oh my
Warner
God.
Brothers assets.
Baraka.
Yeah.
The Joker was in at one point. Is he on this one?
He's gonna be later. He's in another DLC drop
Okay.
in a few months.
That's really cool. That's actually really fun.
Ooh,
Yeah,
who'd you
Spawn-
pick? Did you pick Johnny
Spawn's
Cage?
coming. I think Joker's actually
Cage's
the
such a
last
douche.
one in this series, so he'll be like February.
He looks a little strange. I would say.
He's the least
Lost hive of the
interesting. He looks
Kite.
very stiff.
Now, everybody out there plays games on multiple streams, but with very little consequences. Folks,
Oh yes.
today, there will be a consequence. Should either one of us do Sandy's just really good. And if you guys want to
You are
choose what I'm
box
going to
office
what
gold,
happens, what the
dude.
consequences, one of us will either be eating
Black
licorice
licorice.
or candy corn.
They loathed candy corn.
Either way,
I'm actually okay with candy corn sometimes, but I don't know. I don't hate it as much as other people. All right, let's get my attacks here.
Now, by the way, I picked Johnny Cage because I love the idea of an actor
Becoming a badass.
becoming a real fighter. He's kind of. This is what I'm a big fan of the Green Ranger.
Oh, come on.
Try to fight.
Yeah.
Where's the nut punch from the movie? Oh, this is not what I'm.
The nut punch from the movie.
Yeah, when you. What was his name? It wasn't Goliath. Was it
Oh
Goliath?
yeah, it was, that was. Oh, are you getting sounds from your controller?
My
That's funny.
controller speaks to me, man. It'll blow.
Ooh,
Bring it.
cracking jaws.
Uh-oh. It's the full. By the way, it's only the full match.
Oh, yeah, full match. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
So whoever it is, so
So it's all good, Chip. You got us on a tangent. He's not paying attention. I'd not punch you. So I forget all the. You have to look at the moves. But,
There's a way to bring it up.
There's always a
yeah,
half
there's the
move.
pause screen. You can bring up the move list.
There's always a half move. I want a whole player one, or one player. Well, not making like doing nothing.
Ooh, using the environment. Oh, you almost like spirit pump. Uh-oh.
You know?
Oh no! Bring it! Bring it! I have teeth nasty.
With this Oscar! Nicely done!
Oh, now you finish.
I don't know how to do anything. Alright.
I've done something. Lower the game. Oh, lower the game volume.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks, Sam.
Sir,
Oh,
since nobody said, I'm gonna give you, because you said it, I'm giving you a candy corn.
okay.
Because I know you like...
I'll do the candy corn. I'll have to do licorice next.
Yeah, we'll go back and forth.
I don't have any candy corn in years.
That's gross. How is that
It's
one?
okay.
This is from the 99-cent store, so it's quality.
Oh, I have to rematch. I guess we should have picked
Sure.
me back. I don't matter.
I don't
I gotta
care.
learn Baraka.
Is that what your character? Mine
Thank you
was
for the heads
Sub-Zero.
up, Phantom Rogue.
Yeah, thank you.
Baraka was always my man. All right, so real quick.
So again,
So move list. There we got our both right there. So Blade Spark, down, back, and square. Copy. Down, back, and circle.
hold
Cool.
R2 and X. Okay, R2 and
Oh,
circle.
yeah.
All
I
right,
like
I'll
easy
take them.
fatalities.
I'll take
Food
the
for
easy
thought.
fatalities.
Close. Okay.
So again, either one of us loses a match, we have to have black licorice or candy corn. Let's do this. Did you
Yeah.
just claim this land in the name of
I
Spain?
sure
What
did.
was this?
I don't know what that does.
Bring it.
Oof. There you go. Ooh, yeah.
I know what I'm shocked that this isn't a, I guess like a full-on. You can go circular like Tekken.
I don't know what
Like
it does.
like we're just going back and forth in.
Oh,
straight
yeah,
line.
it's a 2D instead of a 3D fighter. So that's the big old ladies man.
What
John
kind of person
Cage.
kicks somebody in the back of the head? Come on.
That's a Baraka move for show. Ooh yeah. No.
Oh, come on! I had something awesome.
Oh, come. Ooh, starting to throw some environment stuff in your face.
Come on. Oh, are you kidding me?
No, no.
Yes!
Wow, you're really good
Yes!
at button mashing this one.
I am great at button mashing, sir.
Oh. Later on, Chips Ahoy. Thanks for stopping by,
Have a good
homie.
one, guys.
That's right. Come at me, bro. I'm gonna be one of these guys. Be one of these guys.
Bring it. Woo!
Whoa. Come on. This is Spain.
Oh, I hit the pro. Shows you how professional I am, guys. I hit
Hit
the.
to the right.
the-
Now hit. There you go. Okay.
I hit the PlayStation. Bring it on!
Oh, come.
So my character was always
Ooh.
Sub-Zero. Oh, that's
That was
detailed.
cool.
Mortal Kombat was one of the first very graphically violent video games I can remember playing as a
They
kid.
literally did it because of shock. They knew they were going to get shock value attention from it, and they sure effing did. That was the goriest game that first ever came out. Final round.
Are you a joystick or directional pad?
I like D-pad. I don't know.
too.
I know Andy, Mr. Producer, by the way, loves the joystick, but
I can't.
I got so many more reps
Whoa!
actually at home than I did.
Take me to dinner before you do that. Jeez, that was bad. Ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
Bring it up. No!
Oh.
I need my ribcage to act.
Do you though?
Hold your R2 and your whatever.
Come on.
Did anything
No, that was the lamest. I was holding R2
happen?
and I hit
Alright,
X.
both of these are gross. What am I gonna eat?
You're eating black licorice, son.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh yeah.
Sam, you like black licorice, right?
Yeah, I do.
Why? Oh, these are huge.
Why?
Oh, that's a big one too.
These are huge.
Wah, wah. I'm gonna select a new fighter.
They're all huge.
Oh man.
Black licorice.
The black
oh,
licorice is
guys.
bigger than the other licorice.
Oh.
That's a big bite. Oh, right.
It doesn't taste like rubber to you?
It tastes
There's
like
good and bad black licorice.
it tastes like burning tires to me
Yeah.
and despair.
There is the Springfield Burning Tire Field in my mouth right now.
Let me see one of these.
Go for it. Bring it.
Sam's got to come in and get some. All right, so you see these two characters. I haven't played this one.
Mine was Sub-Zero growing up as a kid. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they're gross.
Oh, there's Frost. Oh, I'll be Frost. This is gonna be a chill match.
No, these are fine.
They're fine?
This is fine.
This isn't fine.
There is
This is not fine.
there is a European, and I'm not sure which country, a European black licorice that they also salt, and I can't do that one.
Really? The salt ruins this for you?
Yeah.
They tried to flavor it up and mask the black licorice taste, and I ruined it.
Salted caramel is one of the grandest things in the world.
Fine with salted caramel. Love
Oh, yeah.
that. My wife and I will put salt on like ice cream,
Ooh, that's trippy.
It's gross.
but yeah, when it's on the black licorice, it's just
That's so funny.
I can't
go in for more.
concentrate.
So if you're gonna rip my spine out, you're just gonna rip out my how I just attached.
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Whoa, I can shoot my head at you?
Let it go. Let it go. Ah, there it is.
No!
Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go.
We are not singing Frozen.
I am singing Frozen.
During our frickin' stream, sir.
My daughter would love it.
Oh, my head's
Did you
gone.
just toss your head?
Yes.
What kind of thing is that? No, get it away. Bring it.
Oh, come on.
Kidding me?
Yeah. Give you some head.
Ooh. There we go. Where's the uppercut? I missed the. Oh.
Ooh. There we go.
Oh God. I can't do this.
Round 2.
Here we go, round 2.
All right.
Bring it on.
Whoa. I can give you an uppercut with my head.
What's the benefit of throwing your head? You bite someone?
Maybe.
Ankle punch. Ankle kick. Oh! I gotta learn how to block.
But yeah, blocking is nice sometimes.
Who was your favorite character?
Oh, the original?
Yeah.
Oh, Sub-Zero was definitely up there. Raiden, though, I could just wreck Raiden.
Raiden was so dumb in the movie.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to see. Easy fatality. Hold
You have to
R2,
hold R2.
and hit X.
Yeah.
Okay.
X or O.
I'm gonna do ice sculpture. I'm gonna do close. Okay. Game on.
Oh,
Just
why
'cause
you...
I think I'm gonna win.
Wait, yeah, thanks. I just realized what you did. You just paused the game because of this. What a jerk.
Because I wanted it to look cool. X. X.
Press X, hold R2, press X. Do it again.
I
You suck.
definitely
Fatal.
suck.
Fatal.
Fatal falling.
Fatal. Oh, I didn't know she was Tony Stark. Ice.
Wow.
Nice.
Ice, baby.
Okay, I guess I'm doing candy corn.
Oh yeah. When's the last time you had candy corn?
Long time ago. This tastes like my daughter's Play-Doh. This tastes like Play-Doh.
Yeah, I don't like candy corn. It literally
It's
just
okay
tastes
to
like you're
me,
eating wax.
but yeah, some people just get completely turned off by it. I have a friend, my good friend, would eat the gross combination stuffs. He would take Peeps, bite the heads off, and then put on a pimento stuffed olive onto it, and then would eat that. It just to gross people out. It was absolutely disgusting.
He
Well,
is
he
a
succeeded.
monster.
'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
but he
vomit.
can't eat candy corn.
But FYI, I do have some leftover Peeps from
Oh,
Easter
no.
in studio. They haven't been
they-
opened.
Oh, I was like, do they last that long? I'm
Yeah,
pretty
they're
sure if you
still
open them,
intact.
they'd
They're
still
not
last
open.
like forever.
Yeah.
All right, final match. I hope
Final
we tie
match.
it up.
I'm gonna play Shang Tsung because they actually used the likeness of the actor from the
Oh
movie.
yeah, that's really cool.
That is pretty cool.
Well, I wonder if
forgot
he
his
voiced
name.
it.
I would hope so. They're using his likeness. What?
What did you just do?
That's a different
Did
variation.
Shang Tsung do that now? Can he change
I
to
guess-
different people?
All right, I guess the souls he's absorbed, he
Let's
gets
go.
to turn
Yeah,
into
I
it.
believe he can only turn into the person he's playing against.
Okay. So
unless
he's the
you're in the
Kirby of Mortal
campaign,
Kombat.
but- What's that?
He's basically the Kirby of Mortal Kombat.
I believe that's right. I could be completely wrong.
Wow.
Mike hit. I know.
Mike hit.
Went to go itch my ear.
We're definitely a professional podcast.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Oh wait, there's mics
punching
in
mics.
this thing?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh man. I'm just a copycat.
I like I miss Scorpion. Scorpion was probably the best part in the first movie. Honestly.
Oh, it was super
That
cool.
whole scene
He
was
needed more.
amazing. He needed a lot more to do.
Yeah, he needed. I wanted more attention from him. You know.
Get over here. Okay.
Whoa, yeah. Just give me
All
that.
right then.
Oh, and I just turned into you.
I guess Sandy figured out the buttons.
Whoop. Oh, it's a limited time.
Are you kidding me? Stop sucking my soul. I sold it for this chain.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I get to absorb your powers only briefly. Ooh. So now you slash me instead.
Come on.
Yes,
Seriously,
yes.
Seriously. This is annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, this is annoying.
Oh, your
I don't
button
know why
mashing
I
has
chose-
no power
I don't know why
here.
I chose candy corn and black licorice as the thing to do. It's penalties. It's so stupid.
Oh, he be all the ninjas, certain moves. Oh, cool. Thank you, Phantom Rogue. Yeah, this was like supposed to be one of the
Next
best.
week, Necco wafers and bottle tops. Is that
No,
what
the
those things
Necco
are?
wafers. That's freaking awesome.
Oh man. Next week, 1 tablespoon of toothpaste.
And then a glass of orange juice to finish it off.
Oh, deadly! You really want to go to the dentist after that? Bring it.
Can it be fluoride free, please? Actually, because it's just the mint and orange juice. We should have little shots of orange juice and like some strong
Alright,
mints.
that's probably what
Oh,
we're gonna
that
do.
sounds terrible.
I thought it was the. It's not. I don't think it's the mint. It's like one of the preservatives.
Oh, really?
Because it's only in like, 90% of toothpaste, but like those natural organic ones don't use whatever that thing is that alters your. Oh, that's what it is. It's the thing that makes it foamy. Because like toothpaste is not actually foamy, like the raw ingredients
Yeah.
don't do
Fluoride.
it. But because of people's perception, they added this thing
Ugh,
so that
God.
it feels like
I
it's
can't
working
even do the simple
more,
one.
Okay.
and that's what actually
I'm sorry,
affects
Phantom
your
Rogue.
taste buds.
I'm really effing this one up. Yeah.
Well, since I lost the third round, I'm doing one of each.
Whee!
This is gross.
Oh, he's
and I
gonna
deserve
double
it.
dip, y'all. Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Mix it.
No,
I deserve it.
Oh,
the
he's
worst.
gonna. It's a big licorice.
that's terrible.
I am so glad I didn't have to taste licorice.
This is gross.
You got that first round, homie. Hey,
Well,
well,
can you
Phantom
close this
Rogue.
out? Thank you.
Yeah, Phantom Rogue, thank you for swinging by and hanging out. Chips Ahoy, got a shout out you as well. Anybody else stop
Evan
by?
as well.
Yes, Evan. Glad you guys came and hang out. Come check us out. We're live
And
next
Loppy.
week as well. And if you find us at Coinboys Podcast on Twitter, you'll see the recast we'll have later in the week. Sometimes we edit in some extra stuff and just clean it up a little bit. But the live show, we do game giveaways and whatnot. But follow the Coinboys at Coinboys on Twitter, Coinboys Podcast on Twitter, and I'm going to be doing some midweek giveaways as well. So get some free games.
Sweet.
Do some
I'm
good stuff.
At D Gutierrez 84.
I'm at Sanity Crypto.
We have.
I am Sam Proof on all the platforms, and join us tomorrow because
Yes,
we're going to
yes.
be doing Mortal Kombat all day.
Thanks
All
again to
day.
Mobcrush, guys. Hope you have a good week.
That's right.
Peace.
Catch you next time. Later.